Hey, what's going on, guys? Dan here with you. In this video, I'm going over the latest analysis for Shiba Inu. And as always, this video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. All right, so today we actually have continued this downward trend right here. And we actually did wick a little bit down to our area of support about an hour or so ago. So we did bounce off of our 43.64 area of support right there. We did come back up, and we are actually retesting this trend line right here. But we'll actually go over that more in a second. But in yesterday's video, we were talking about how we had actually potentially formed a flag pattern. So this right here was our flag pole, and this area all the way down here was our flag. All right, and the more I look at it today, it looks like we actually have formed a different pattern. We may have actually formed a potential falling wedge pattern where we actually narrow a channel down all the way through there. And again, in a falling wedge pattern, the target area would be the top of our pattern. So that's right up here. So if we do happen to break to the upside, we'd be looking for a potential target right around the 52.23 area. All right, and we actually did form a little bit of a lower low earlier, so we can actually redo our Fibonacci area. All right, so come over here to our Fibonacci retracement tool. And we're gonna go from our swing high down to our swing low right here. All right, so of course, if we do break to the bullish side, then our targets we'll be looking for will be the first one will be the 0.236, and that is right up here, excuse me, around the 45.52 area. The 0.382, that is around the 46.76 area. And then our 0.5, which is around the 47.80 area. And of course, our golden Fibonacci, which is around the 0.618, which is around the 46.84 area. And of course, we do have this major line of resistance right here, this downward trend line. We have actually tried to break through it a number of times already. So let me zoom out here. All right, so we do want to get back above this line long term just to show that we are still in a bull run. All right, so you actually see we actually have bounced off of this line already a couple times trying to break through. So that's 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 or 4, and then 5 touches. So of course, the more times we do break through it, it should get easier. Unless we keep getting rejected. But hopefully this next time, if we do happen to break bullish, hopefully this time we'll be able to break through it. And again, our target would be up here, right here at the top of our falling wedge anyway. So that would have us break through this pattern anyway. All right, so let's go over down, just in case we do happen to break lower here. Our next target, we'd be looking for the downside. This would be putting us a little farther down, which would be definitely kind of bearish, as we've talked about in previous videos. But the 0.27, that would be around the 41.15 area right there. And of course, we do have this next major level of support, which is around the 39.37 area. And of course, our 0.618 Fibonacci, that is around a 38.10 right here. And of course, if we do happen to come all the way down here, I don't think it's going to happen, but this would actually put us at lower lows, which would definitely be a bearish sign. But we'll have to reanalyze that if we do happen to break through here and then do make lower lows. But as of right now, I'm hoping we do maintain this level of support right there, this trend line, and hopefully we can get back above this. But let's go over here to our RSIs and see how we are looking. All right, so currently on our 15-minute chart, our RSI is coming back down. We are right around the 35 area, so we could potentially come back down here, get a bounce, and head back up. Right now, our 15-minute chart, our stochastic has come almost all the way back down to our oversold territory. We do have a little bit more ways to go before we come back down, another couple minutes or so. But maybe we'll see how that turns out in a couple minutes. Right here on our hourly chart, our hourly is almost all the way down to our between our oversold territory. Right now, we are around the 31, so we should be seeing a bounce here coming here shortly. Stochastic has come all the way down as well. We are in the oversold territory. We are around the actually around the 6 area, so we should be seeing this come back up as well. So if we just hold this line of support right here, I do believe we should get a bounce and head back up. And over here on our 4-hourly chart, our stochastic is looking good. We are around the 40 area. Of course, we do have all this room right here to go. The stochastic has come all the way back down here. We are in the oversold territory. We should be heading back up. So that is looking good as well for us. Over here on a daily, we have coming out to the 44 area. And let me actually zoom in right here. So we actually were talking about yesterday's video that we could actually potentially see a bounce right here. And it looks like that actually might be playing out. We do have this line of support right here. So we did get one retest right here. We could come back down for another slight retest and then hopefully get a bounce back up there. Of course, that is on our daily chart. We did have a little bit of, our stochastic is pointing a little bit downward right here. That's where actually you can see up here where we did have this falling wedge pattern take place right there. So that's right here where we did see this start hooking back down. So let's head back over to our 15-minute chart and see how we are looking. All right, so currently we are still testing this line right here. Let me see how our 5-minute is looking as well. All right, so our 5-minute is coming back down. Our stochastic is hopefully getting ready to show a bounce right here on our 5-minute. So our RSI is right around the 35. We could potentially come back down a little bit lower. Let's head back over to our 15-minute chart. All right. So over here on our 15-minute chart, of course, we are hovering right on this trend line. We could just continue a little bit on this trend line. Hopefully that's what we do see, and then do get a bounce, and then can get above this trend line right here, and then that would show that we are breaking that major line of support right there. I mean, our major line of resistance, which is actually our falling wedge pattern. So if we do get above that, we could maybe consolidate, go a little sideways right here, and then continue the breakout right there, which hopefully that's what we will see. We are currently right around this trend line. We'll have to see how that does play out. But of course, if we could potentially come back down here and form a double bottom and then get back into this pattern and then have a breakout. So either way, I think we are very close to getting a bounce right here, and hopefully we'll head to the upside. Of course, if we do break this line of support right here, that will cause a little bit of a smaller low right there. And we potentially come back down to our 0.27 area, which would be a bearish sign. But right now, it looks like we are holding this line of support. So I'm hoping and I'm thinking that we should potentially get a bounce right here and head to the upside. But again, we'll see how that does play out. But it looks like we have formed a falling wedge pattern, which is a bullish sign. But again, I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch these videos. And please make sure you do like and subscribe. And make sure, as always, to follow me over on Twitter. You can follow me there at Only Crypto Cycle. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And thanks. Take care.